Banana Man does whatever a banana can. Whoop, slip. Hello and welcome to volume 3 of Was It Worth Really Buying, or Why Did I Buy This? Again, it's me just revisiting stuff I've seen, and these are the hybrids. It can be a bit of a review rant random. It's me looking at physical media and me just completely like, hiya, you alright? Now, I really want to start doing these sitting in my editing chair, but until I get a new editing chair, that is not going to happen. I've just done an update video recently, and last night I felt I was just sitting like this. And if God ever wanted to strike me down, that was the time. This chair just kept going back. It's because my knees hit the desk, so I feel like I'm safe. So, my pick today is My Date with Drew. Now, this is a DVD. No, the last two have been box sets of Salone's Seagal. The reason why this is it, because I actually have two versions. So you can call this a cover to cover. Oh, you scruffy bastard. There's a guy, he's clearly going to watch a football. England's about to kick off. He's just spat on the floor. Have you heard of COVID? That's all. Jesus. He's mortal already. My God, it's 20-1. Pull your pants up. Sorry, like literally. I hate, this is obviously natural light. Anyway, right, okay, so My Date with Drew. Should you own this? Yes. Right, so I bought this because Corey Feldman's in it. And even though he's in it briefly, it's part of the two Corey's collection. And what's inspiring about this movie, if you do know nothing about it, was that Jeff Goldblum. Again, going back, just a shout out to me. Yeah, he is. Honest to God. Wait 2 seconds. Ugh. I didn't want to kill him. I'm trying to let you out. Right, okay, sorry about the sidetrack. He's right on the edge there. Catch him in the box. He might be quiet. Yeah, Jeff appeared in me. See, Milo's gone, bless him, and Milo used to take care of the flies. He appeared in my update video last night. So yeah, anyway, My Date with Drew. So the covers are a little bit different, but this isn't a cover to cover, and sorry, I've just been sidetracked by the fly. Okay, so I think Knackers brought us that back from America a couple of years ago. $3 from Multizone. We'll get there in a minute. This actually name checks people on it as well. So it's Stephanie, John August, Sarah Bunks. So yeah, the main guy is definitely not called Stephanie, so God knows. The Americans DTS surround sound, definable and the only documentary that's a perfect date movie. My Date with Drew. John August is the star of it, so I don't know why Stephanie gets her name above him on the front box, especially in its home origin. Like over here, no one's name checked except for Eric Roberts, Corey Feldman, and Drew Barrymore. Like Drew Barrymore, Corey Feldman, not all over that one. They're slightly different. I mean, that's got a nice package in there, especially when this came out, because Drew Barrymore, as always, has always been like a, I was saying, but that's just like never been kissed, Charlie's Angels kind of thing. She's just desirable on that. So brilliant. You simply have to see this film. You do. Okay, so the American one. Let's get this American one out of the way. It's very like proper hard. You can see through the disc. So as I say, I keep it for the two Corey's collection. It works. If to say it's not one I've bought and imported. You can see right through the disc there, Drew. It's not a flip cover, but it's a strong American plastic box. Normally you get them with the get that one out of the way. Normally you get them with the cutouts of the recycle logo. This one's in a bright yellow box. Bit more, I mean, definitely more classy disc, that's for sure. Right, so anyway, so this is UK related. Why should you buy this? Right, so basically the guy, John, is a massive fan of Drew Barrymore ever since E.T. And there's not much age difference there, so he's not like he's a creep. And I watched this with Brittany, and Brittany was just like, oh, he's a bit creepy. And I was like, right, he starts off a bit creepy, but the film really like shows you this guy is just living the dream. And that's what's really inspiring about watching this movie. Now, what's really cool about this is he basically wins money on a game show, and it shows you the game show, and the answer is Drew Barrymore. So he takes it as a sign like, oh, this is my budget for my movie. So he has like just over $1,000, and that's his budget for the movie. And basically he buys a camera from like one of them Radio Shack places in America with a 30-day return policy, and basically he's like got 30 days to make this movie. And he lives in Hollywood, and it's all about the 6 degrees of separation of Hollywood. He's got a couple of friends, and they're all like ringing hairdressers, and like G Max mentioned, and they're all like running around trying to mention. Eric Roberts turns up, Corey Feldman, like Corey Feldman's just sitting there like let these people in his house, and he's just like, yeah, I used to go out with Drew, and it's quite funny, but you can see Feldman just go, uh-oh, what if I open the door to, that guy's walking back along the street again? I didn't even see him walk past. What's this, Groundhog Day? It's the same guy, he must have to go back for something. Everyone's pretty much going football. It's silence out there. I can see for miles and just sense silence. So anyway, yeah, Andy Dick's in this, but like it's so funny that Andy Dick's not in it, but when Andy Dick does appear, it's really funny. So anyway, this guy basically, they're ringing everyone, and what's inspiring about this and why you should watch it is how much they've tried to document, especially on an older camera, like with the mini DVs. The quality is quite small. It's very small and flat screens, depending on your ratio of your television and stuff. And that's even the British version of it. You know, it's just the format. So yeah, they really go beyond and beyond. This try to set up a website. At the time, it's a website. They have problems with the .com, you know, Facebook, MySpace, none of that's around. Telephones are all proper big. They're all trying to like, and it's kind of funny because like they even turn up at like the press conference for Charlie's Angels 2, and they try to sneak in, and they're making fake passes. And just the way it's been documented, and it is haggard and saggart, it's chopped together. It is as grounded as possible. I mean, if this is the real movie, it's the best fucking like made to look like a whole movie as possible, but this is just like life. And what's inspiring is it's living the dream. He's going for it, and he's not going to be denied. And the way it channels up, and like, I mean, I've just literally ranted about this for Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson randomly just passes the screen. There's a few celebrities like, fucking hell, look at that, look at this, and he's like, did he get clearance to get that released? And it's like, it shows you the inner workings of Hollywood, and it shows you how like you just can't just walk up and knock on a celebrity's door like John Travolta does to Devon Sawyer and that Fanatic. It's just like, hiya, you alright? It's just that there's grey areas, you just don't go there. Do you know what I mean? It's like we've been talking about recently, Harrison Ford. He's just like, Harrison Ford has seen more of the Northeast than me and Matt Davies and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? He's been to places I've never been, and people are just like proper flocking to him. It's like every time there's a picture posted Harrison Ford, I'm like, where's Sluggy at? But it's kind of like, you know your boundaries and stuff like that, and this film shows that, you know what I mean? It's a very niche circle, Hollywood. Just leave people alone. But again, going back to the film, when Drew Barrymore, you can see this film shift gear halfway through when they've went, hang on, look what we've got, because they're making like demos of it on VHS. And when Drew Barrymore gets involved in this production, she's like a ray of light. She is unbelievable, and you just want to sit and fucking have a couple with her. She is just like, when she comes into this, you can see, you know, there's 2 camera angles. It's all being captured this date, and how they get to that date and the way the documentary's done, it's brilliant. But when Drew Barrymore comes in, boom, and when the film ends, I mean, it's not massively long, 90 minutes. Do you know what I mean? I don't think there's got any extra features. How's my counterpart over here? This one's got interactive menus, screen selections, languages. Yeah, they're the special features. This one didn't even bother doing that. But yeah, 2004, Drew Crew. That's a copyrighted, who's made it? The Drew Crew. Oh god, you know when you set up a production company just to like go around the movie. Circuit City is where they buy the camera from, because the picture on the back of that one. But no, it's a great thing of friendship. There is some bits where, you know, there's trailer montages and stuff like that, where there's that documentary side, but it kicks out of it again. It's a very enjoyable watch. So, was it worth buying? My Name is Drew. Yeah. Should it be in your collection? Yeah. It's a great little film. Was it worth having 2? I could give it. And it's for the collection, so they go together. Don't think it was ever released on VHS. It's definitely a product of the heyday of Hive DVDs. So, never seen it? Check it out. See you in the outtakes.
Now who's smiling? Now who's smiling? Now who's smiling? Now who's smiling?
So, in the outtakes, the astonishing true story of one romantic quest of the impossible. Have you ever seen Ingrid Goes West? That's in the loft. So this is my, it's in the loft, or it might be buried. Was that worth buying? Yes, the mint. O'Shea Jackson Jr., Ice Cube's young one. He's not only is he terrifying, he look like his dad. He's just class. He's absolutely class. He's in this. There's quite a few famous people in this as well. I think one of the Olsens is in it. Elizabeth Olsen's in it. It's a mint film, but going back to like that, it's more like this woman gets obsessed with. Actually, they're quite similar, but this is a movie. She gets obsessed with this woman on Instagram, like hashtag this, hashtag fruit life, hashtag this, hashtag cut me hair off, hashtag this glows, hashtag this, and she wins some money from what I remember. Either someone dies, or she inherits some money, or she wins some money, and she uses that money to move to America and act fake to get to know the woman on Instagram. And like, again, it's just that whole like acceptance and getting in, like, and it's the way the film goes. And like O'Shea Jackson Jr. says, he's class in this, and it's a really good film. It's dark in places. It's a very enjoyable watch. The artwork's really cool if you get to check that out. But it's one of the ones where don't judge a film by its cover, because it's very sparkly, like looks like lovely life and all that. But again, it shows you the inner working and just the twists of celebrity, and the era of hashtags. And it's a really great film. Very dark. Very bleak in places as well. Was that worth buying? Yes, it was. Unfortunately, if you can see behind us, they're VHSs from back in the day. That's my wardrobe, working wardrobe as well. And I've always collected physical media. And at the moment, DVDs kind of all in the attic in boxes. There's lists and lists and lists. Blu-rays, I keep them in alphabetical order, in genre order or whatever. And then I like my groups of stuff. But DVDs took a risk. So was it worth buying? It's an outtake. Ingrid Goes West. Yes, it was. Is it filed for keeping the past? Yes. Because a lot of people now go, right, got them, into the charity shop. And then charity shops, depending on which charity shop, you might pick them up for, what, £2 for £1, £3 for £1. I've seen some charity shops recently. There was a brand new wrestling DVD, and new $14.99 in the window. I was like, you're a charity shop. You are more expensive than a high street retailer. Like, what the fuck's going on there? So yeah, definitely check out Ingrid Goes West, and definitely check out My Name is Drew. This has been Was It Worth Buying? It's volume 3. I've been Stephen Monkey Mason. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.